Good af good afternoon, Eight Pine Horsemanship. Welcome back to Eight Pine Horsemanship. This is day 4. Just so you guys know, the videos might upload in a different order or a day late because my internet is very slow. So today I wanted to do a lot of desensitizing with Boog and maybe some lunging. Last night I tried just getting a tarp on him, just because he kind of freaks out if you're hanging on one side with your arm over his back. But if you have both arms, he jumps a little, but he's a little calmer. So I kind of wanted to see how he would do with the tarp over his back on both sides. And let's just say it didn't go well. He drug the rope out of my hands about 6 or 7 times. And the funny thing about that is every time he did, he'd run about 2 or 3 laps and then face up and come right into me like, hey, what you doing? And it's like, how can you be mad? Because he came right back in on his own. One thing I do want to point out is if he drags me and drags that rope out of my hand, there is going to be repercussions when he gets caught. To get the point across that, hey, that is not accepted. Now, it's not going to be a huge punishment. I'm not going to hit him or anything like that. I just jerk on his halter and knee line and make him back up a couple steps and make him kind of think, hey, I ran around, I drug her around. That's not okay. I don't want to back up. That's not okay. So we tried putting the tarp on him. I tried putting the tarp on him. Started pouring down rain. And I'm like, well, you know what? I wonder how he ties. I've never seen a horse do what he's done. I took him in the barn and tied him up while it was raining. And he was biting the lead rope, like angrily biting it, like going like that and shaking it and pinning his ears. Never in my life have I seen a horse do that. And I was like, well, he's tied up. And what I did with the girls, they were so high-strung that you couldn't desensitize them to the whip. I don't remember if I was filming back then or not. But I actually had to tie him up and start about 10 feet back, cracking the whip and slowly work my way in. I'm like, well, you know what? I wonder if he'll work that way with the tarp. Because you get the tarp up by him and he starts trembling. You can like barely see it unless you're right there. And so I was like, well, let's try this. You know, the worst that's going to happen is he's going to break the halter and lead line. You know, it's a rope halter, so they'll come untied. So we tried that, and it didn't go well. He just about ran me through the fence, but luckily he's kind of like a gentleman about it, where he went close enough to the fence to miss me, and I think he did that on purpose. I don't think he actually wants to be mean and run me over. And so I was like, well, I wonder, sorry, I'm pulling weed. I wonder if I fold it up smaller, if I can get it on his back. And he did great. I was waving it, flinging it, and he wasn't spooking. And on the other side, of course, you have to do everything on both sides. Hold on, there's a bug on my phone. And he freaked out, of course, on that side. Just about got it on his back, and he was standing there shaking, just about running me over. And I was like, well, you know what? I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to freak him out. Let's just stop for the night. So when he finally just stood there without shaking, I just untied him and let him go. Another thing is, hold on. You're going to notice I have a different rope halter and a different lead line. And the reasons for that is, I don't know if you guys have noticed on day 1, 2, and 3, when I work him, the halter sort of loosens as I work him. And so that just tells me it's too big, like it's too big on the girls, but I only use it during training. And then I tried to get the rope off, but since he has dragged me so much, and I've had to let go of the rope because I just couldn't hang on, he stepped on that rope and tightened that rope to that halter, and I cannot get it off. The other thing is, I've noticed when I'm trying to kind of run with him so he doesn't drag me and get his head off balance to get him to stop and turn in and kind of, hey, realize it's okay, it freaks him out more running behind him. So I want to do some lunge work, I want to do some whip desensitizing, some tarp desensitizing, maybe some ball desensitizing, and maybe running up to him. So I'm going to try not to talk as much in this video. Let's see how that goes. I'm going to pause you guys so I can save my time limit and go get him. And for you guys, it'll be a second. For me, it'll probably be about 10 minutes because he has a habit of, as you guys seen in the last video, he'll follow me right through the pool noodles with nothing on. But as soon as you try and lead him through, oh my God, it's a big deal. And it kind of doesn't make sense to me. You'd expect it to be maybe the other way around. So, don't know. I'll be back here in a few seconds. Bye, guys. Got him. So the other thing you guys will notice is this is up a little high. I'd rather have something that's a little high than something that I have to constantly tighten every 2 seconds. So yeah. There's something else I was just going to say and I forgot. Okay. So this is a stud chain, and I don't really want to use it, but it's the only other lead rope that I have available right now. What are you doing to me? It's got a handle on it. I'm going to try my best not to hang on to the handle, because if my hand possibly gets stuck and he's spooked and he's dragging me, I don't want to be drugged. Now, normally with the girls, you guys will see me holding this, but they're a lot tamer. So, yeah. So I'm going to just get started and... What? Okay, we're going to get started. I'm sorry. We're going to get started, and I'm trying not to talk as much. So you notice when he spooks, I try to do that movement again, and he's pretty good about it. He's so sweet. Come on, Big. I'm just spreading it out. You're okay. Big, you're okay. I'm not even bringing it to you yet. You're okay. You're okay. Back up a little bit. Thank you. Oh, good boy! You didn't do that last night. Come on. Right there, I just don't want him on top of me. Oh, boy! So just so you know, I actually did fold up that... Can you back up a little? Thank you. Just so you... Back up. Thank you. He has a habit of, as soon as you back him up and turn around, he's like, okay, I'm coming back in now. It don't work that way, buddy. So last night I did fold up the tarp and leave it tied to the gate so that he kind of got used to it flapping in the wind. He wouldn't even walk over it yesterday without fighting me, and we only worked about 15 minutes, and he still wouldn't walk with me and did that, so that's pretty good. I'm going to try and desensitize him with the whip off the tarp, and then I kind of want to do it on the tarp so it makes a little bit more noise and see what happens. I guess I'm boring. Come on. Don't want him blocking me. You're okay. Quit stepping on me. One quick thing is when I'm putting my hand up like that and going like that, he's kind of stepping in on me. And if he happens to spook at the whip, like I said in the last video, he does big jumps. I don't want him jumping directly on top of me. So that's me trying to keep him out of my space, and it's not really working, so I'm having to add more pressure. You think with a horse that's been beaten, the slightest little movements would kind of keep him out of your space, but I guess he's gotten comfortable with me. Back up a little bit. There you go. Better. That's better. Good boy. I'll try and do his butt. I'll flog him a little bit first. I'm not the best at flogging. That was pretty good. Now I'm going to do his face. Back him up. I don't even think he cares anymore. He knows I'm not going to hurt him. He knows I'll give him a correction here and there, but that's going to be the end of that. I have had to kind of bump him on the cheek a little bit because I asked him to move off of me and he keeps coming on top of me, so I just take the edge of the whip right here, or my hand, or this part of the whip, and just kind of bump about right here, so it's not up in his eyes or anything. I'd like you to kind of back up and get out of my space a little bit. I am right next to the fence, so that's, oh, that was my bad, I'm sorry. I'm gonna kind of make sure he's okay with that. I am kind of right next to the fence, so I can't get as good of a swing. So now we're gonna try it on tarp. Oh, a little louder bothers you, huh? Bring that foot up. Pretty good. He's not relaxed yet, but we'll get there. Yeah, pretty good. On this side. Well, I don't want to be in front of him. Just gonna bring him back and place him. Whoa. Like that back foot on, please. Thank you. Whoa. Start off a little smaller. Pretty good. Good boy. He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, got the itchy spot, huh? Now I want to do it in front of his face on tarp, so I got to back up a little bit. There we go. He tried to come in. I didn't ask him to. Oh, I know. It's so hard. So hard to stand still, but you guys do it all day. And when we want them to, they're like, nah, I'm good. Oh, did that scare you? You got a spider crawling up, you big guy. want his face off of me. He's not wanting to move off. Again. We'll take that. Nope. Again. Every time he comes in, I'm going to go back and do it again. Get your face off of me. Get your face off me. Come on. Can you move your butt over? Thank you. Just want your butt over. How about you stand there? Whoa. So I'm going to let him process that for a second. What I wanted was him to just stand there when he kept moving in on me. I don't want that, and I'm kind of going like that to get him out of me, and he's kind of like, who cares about that? But I don't want to have to pop him hard. I didn't even touch you. I don't want to have to pop him harder than that, so that's why if he doesn't move off of that, I'm just kind of backing him up and making him reset. Oh, the wind picked up the tarp. His jumps are bigger than the girls. It's okay. So I just want him to kind of process that and think about that for a second. Horses. How far am I already? Oh, 16 minutes already. This might be a bit of a longer video. This is day 4, so if day 5 comes before day 4, you guys know why. You guys can watch them in order, out of order. I don't care. Oh, scratching the nose. Tomorrow might be the same thing. No. And then I'm going to go get the ball, and then we'll try to put the tarp on him. We'll see how far we go with that. One other thing I've learned is the sneakier you are around a horse, the more, oh, it's okay, the more frightened they are, and the more you just kind of do it, the more they kind of get more confident. So just another thing to keep in mind. I'm just going to bounce it, toss it, see what we do. You do good. Let him smell it. Don't got no treats. Not treat time yet. Licking and chewing, that's okay. Stop moving, I'm going to reward it. That's because the rope clinged at him, so that's why you move right there. A little bit on the difficult side to do this ball bouncing on this dirt, but I'm going to try and reward any standing that he does. Stand. Oh boy. What do you see? Yes, it's a car. I don't know if it caught that or not, but he moved around and then he finally stopped. He's a little more freaked out about the ball. Kind of weird. I threw it in here the other day and he kind of charged at it like he was going to play with it. Good boy. See if I can throw it over his back. Back up. That's the shit I hate. I'm trying to get around him and he's putting his face in mine like, nah, I'm gonna block ya. See, I was looking at you and after I back him up, he's like, okay, okay, I got it. See that? He understands. Whoa. Keep it there till he stands. There. Release. I wish I had somebody to film me. He finally stood, so I left it alone. Hold it on him. Move my hand in case he wants to bite it. I'd like him to quit blocking me. Well, that's actually pretty good. See if we can get him to walk forward. Of course, he dodges the 1 foot I want to touch it. I'm going to go out further so you guys can see. Cool. Oh, boo. Cool. Back up. Back up. He dragged the rope out of my hand, so I make him back up. Totally understands the point. Lower in head, they can chew. He understands the point. So you can tell he doesn't really like things on his back. We're going to have to work on it because eventually there's going to be a rider on his back. Oh. Oh boy. So I'm just looking for any type of sign that he's going to stand there. Back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. Thank you. So when he flinched back there, I'm not sure if you guys could see the correction because he kept moving. I went to pick up I don't remember if I picked up the ball, put it on him, but he kind of got his head right on top of my back. I don't like that, so I just popped my arm up and swung the rope in his face and said, no, off. I don't mind that he wants to be buddy-buddy and be friends. I really don't. But if he has the possibility to spook and drag, as you guys have seen his jump and how he already dragged the rope out of my hand, I'm not going to put up with him being buddy-buddy like that, because if he gets spooked, he's going to go on top of me, and I don't want that. So, yeah. So I think I'm going to try and jump around his back, and if he handles that well, we'll try the tarp maybe tomorrow, maybe today. I'm not sure yet. Right now he's doing a lot better with the wind pushing that tarp. I'm just going to jump around his back, kind of see what he thinks. Bring him where you guys can see him. Now he's kind of pushing his nose on me, like, don't go back there. First I'm going to give him some scratches, let him know what a good job he's doing. What a good boy. What a good boy. He's such a dork. That way it just kind of takes some of that pressure off for a second and kind of says, you're doing really good. Here's your reward. So I'm going to... Good boy, it's okay. Now I know you're supposed to move with them, but I don't want to get cow kicked. So I do kind of stop, reset them, and go back again. So always kind of blocking me. There I just kind of popped him with my hand and said, get off. He's bigger than me. You are too. There, he stopped shaking his withers, and he stood still. Give him some scratches. Put my hand on his withers, and just jump. Good boy. Yes, good boy. And we'll try the other side. Some horses like him, you can just push a little further. Other horses, you can't. I think he's going to be one of those horses that picks up things really quickly. I think the saddle is going to be the biggest problem, because you can tell he hasn't been jumped around. He hasn't had things touching his back. I know. And they threw a saddle on him, and poor baby, he wasn't prepared. He does know how to yield his hindquarters really well, and I didn't teach him that, so that I'm actually happy about. Give him some scratches on this side. No! One thing I won't accept is his putting his face in me on mine like that when I'm scratching him, because they can bite when they scratch back and things like that. I don't want him learning that. So I just gave him a pop and said, knock that off. I don't like that. We'll try that again with the scratches. There, he didn't bring his head in. So we might even have to do some training with scratches. There. Now the reason I follow on his left side, not his right, I think the right side he's been beaten on more. He's more sensitive on that side. So that's why I don't mind following on the left side. He's not as freaked out on the left side. Oh boy, he thought about moving, but he didn't. Now I'm going to try throwing the rope over his back and see where it bothers to touch. Nowhere. That's good. Go on the other side. Right there, I just kind of touched his butt and said, get your butt over. Nowhere on that side. So it's already been a half hour. Holy crap. That went by quick. So I'm going to try. Can you back up a little? Terry's not leaving. Now I'm going to make my point made. Back up. Back up. I don't care if he goes sideways. I want his feet moving back. See him kind of lowering that head? licking and chewing, he's got it. So now I'm going to try the tarp. Not sure how that's going to go. I'm going to desensitize into it first again. Oh boy. Oh, you weren't paying attention, were you? When they spook like that sometimes, they're not paying attention. See how he's coming in? I don't want that. Good boy. If he wants to smell it, I'll let him. He's going to snort at it. I'm going to go out that way you guys can see, because I'm not sure what you guys can see. It's freaking bright out here. The other good thing is he's going to get to follow it. He wants to smell it, I'll let him. Good boy.